Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Gunky, and it's another episode of Ew Gross. So, end of the week, guys. Hopefully, my internet is cooperating. I did have one time earlier when I tried to record that it dropped again. So, yeah, another tank to the rating. But I'm over that now. What can you do? Just want to get some battles out here, and next time the ladder resets will be better. I do like the Empoleon. I did add Protect. I think it's very well positioned. I just need to not get burnt by Choice Scarf Landers. Although I think I'd still make that play 9 times out of 10, the same way I did, because most Landorus do not. Even if they have Incineroar and Landorus, it's more common that the Landorus or the Incineroar will run a Berry, because there's not many things that one-shot it. And I think it was more an issue of how I chose to play the rest of the game and which Pokemon I brought than anything else. Earthquake is definitely a counter to the Empoleon, but I can survive a normal Earthquake at 100%. So the Muddy Waters were actually the things that weakened me enough to guarantee that Earthquake KO. So it was a multitude of factors that really contributed to that. But I really like this team, and I think I'm going to feature Empoleon again, but instead of this, my next team I'm brewing up has a Trick Room element to it. And I think it's going to be pretty well positioned because similar to Tailwind on the Togekiss, I'll be able to set things up, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see what I can do under Trick Room, and I've got some spicy options. Let's see if we can find an opponent. Okay, we couldn't. So two options here. One, my internet is still being finicky, which I really hope not. And number two is that it's a weird time of day, so I understand likely not finding people. But how was your week, guys? Have you been able to get on Battle Spot, play your own? What other things you've been doing? Tell me what you'd like to see on a Trick Room team. I'm still figuring out the team comp. It's not set in stone. There's some different variations that I want for the team, but I'm not 100% committed to anything. Megas, especially, I don't have a Mega core essentially yet. I have some thoughts, but we'll see. I want to see what it's capable of. There's a lot of Trick Room options this year, and considering the format's so wide open, I'd like to see what I can do. But Empoleon definitely is a core piece right now. I just want to keep playing with it. Still no one on the ladder. So maybe I can talk a little bit about what I've been thinking about for the Trick Room team. So Mega Gardevoir is one of the obvious options that has been seeing popularity paired alongside Amoonguss. And the Amoonguss, Gardevoir, and Empoleon core is something I get a little excited about because it has every one of the core type trios in terms of Steel, Fairy, Dragon, and Fire, Water, Grass. It has two of the two there. It has Water and Grass, and it has Steel and Fairy. And the obvious gap fill could be Charizard X, Mega Charizard X, but then you can't run 2 Megas, right? But just in terms of that, it was a niche starting point that I really liked. Having the poison on Amoonguss is super nice, and Gardevoir's typing is excellent in this meta. The issue is Incineroar, but my Empoleon counters it. And having Amoonguss versus Tapu Fini is so nice. What you do run into against that composition would be the Mega Metagross. Anything that has access to Earthquake versus my Empoleon, or a ground move in general, so Stomping Tantrum, for example, with Mega Metagross. And the way I think I get around that lead is, and this team comp is the Persian, right? Persian can one-shot the Mega Metagross. And if I still have issues with it, with the Mega Metagross, it's something to consider as a potential lead. But if I'm hard Trick Room, which is what I think I'm going to try to do, I'm not so sure about that. Another spicier option that I was looking at is a Cursed Snorlax. It's got some mad potential and is a good physical attacker to go alongside Empoleon. Yeah, it looks like we finally got Gabriella from Italy here. Let's see what he's bringing. It's a Tapu Koko, Porygon 2, Araquanid, Landorus, Metagross, and Incineroar. So, Empoleon looking good, and it might be a little bit of a preview of what we can try to bring. So, alongside the Empoleon, I do like to bring the Togekiss. The issue is that good in this matchup? It's good against the Araquanid. The Tailwind is likely not important if he does bring Porygon 2, though. But if he brings Mega Metagross... If he brings Mega Metagross, I can Earthquake him. Do I bring Latias in the front? Empoleon Latias? I think I'll bring Togekiss. I still like bringing it. Bring the Latias in the back, and then... You know, honestly, maybe I want the Persian. I want Persian, and I want Togekiss. Persian just can one-shot that Mega Metagross if he brings it. Even if he doesn't bring it first, I can fake out faster than either of the Pokemon. If he brings Incineroar, I can fake out faster than it. And if he Porygon 2s, I can stop the Trick Room for a turn. Which, honestly, if it's Incineroar Porygon 2, I don't want to do. But if it's Mega Metagross Incineroar, Porygon 2 Araquanid. Okay, so he's going the Trick Room option here. So I'm okay with what I brought. Oh, Internet, please cooperate with me here. Okay. We got it off. Scary moments here. Just got to get through a couple battles. Come on. Okay. Let me just see what that was. There's an attack raise. Okay. So, Empoleon doesn't get any of the boosts, but I can get a knockoff into the Porygon slot, and... The question is, does it carry... Does Araquanid carry a move that's super effective against my Empoleon? I don't think it does, so I think the safe play is just to go for Taunt on the Porygon here. Getting this early knockoff will be really nice. Bug Bite. Okay, on the Persian. My Thick Fur coming in clutch there. So, I think he's going to switch out Porygon 2. And I can use this to get my Latias in here. Or do I want to get Togekiss? I'll actually bring Togekiss here. And I'll Parting Shot out into my Latias. So, his Porygon 2 is probably faster than my Empoleon. So he's staying in. No. Okay, it is slower for the Trick Room team. Tapu Koko. Oh, Araquanid used Protect, so I won't get the Parting Shot off here. That's actually not good at all. And I can't really bring... I think my opponent is going to go for a Gigavolt Havoc into my Togekiss slot, and I'm just going to parting shot the Tapu Koko here. And bring in Latias. However, if he does send a Bug Bite into my Persian slot, it could be bad. I could take a lot of damage from that. Let's just hope that he does go for a Z move or at least an electric type move into... Oh, he's slower than my Persian. That's very interesting. I think I bring out Latias. Even with the Bug Bite threat, I just have to go for it. Because bringing in Polion is not good. Electrode, so it's in a supporty Tapu Koko here. Interesting. And Bug Bite does come out into the slot. That's not good. Yeah, that did so much damage to me here. But I can go for Air Slash onto the Araquanid and Mega Evolve and... I think I should Mega Evolve and... It's either Recover or Calm Mind, I think. I think I'm going to Recover. And just hope that this Air Slash can flinch the Araquanid. That'd be really nice. The Tapu Koko definitely could go offensive against my Togekiss here. But even with the -1 speed, I think I'll still outspeed the Araquanid. If Volt switches out into my Togekiss, that's fine. Yeah, Togekiss takes that like a beast. Hopefully I get a flinch here. It would be really nice. And I'll be interested to see how much damage I can get off onto this. So Porygon 2 comes back out. So it will get its Trick Room up here, but it's interesting because it's already lowered my speed on the Latias. Do I get a flinch here? Come on, flinch. Half HP, that's really good. And it doesn't have a berry, a 50% berry it might have, but it doesn't have a citrus berry here. Flinch, nice. Very nice. Okay. So, I just launched Air Slash. If it... I mean, Trick Room's probably coming out of Porygon 2. Araquanid is not even going to protect, okay. So I'm going to get a knockout here on the Araquanid. Oh no, it hung on, and it does have the 50% berry. Wow, I must have got a high roll on that first one, but I could get a flinch here. Liquidation into my Togekiss. So my berry goes off. So it will outspeed me under Trick Room now, but my plan here is to protect and launch a Psyshock. Yeah, I think Psyshock will do more. I think Araquanid has a stronger defense, but the stab boost should... We'll see. I don't know the stats well enough. I don't have a good intuition. Bug Bite. Oh. Good call on my opponent there, but... And doubling into my Latias slot. It's a strong play. But I think the Psyshock will pick up the knockout. Yeah. So... We'll see who he brings in. If he brings in Tapu Koko, I don't know. He's got a mystery Pokemon still left. If he brings in Tapu Koko under Trick Room, I don't foresee that going well, especially because he's already given me a speed drop on my Latias. And at +1 special attack, I think I can pick up a knockout. But he does bring the Tapu Koko. We'll see how slow it is exactly. So, one option I do have here is to follow me, but... I don't think that's what I want to do. We'll see about this. I will Psyshock into the Tapu Koko slot as well. If he protects, it's fine. Ice Beam comes out from the Porygon 2. We'll see who's slower slash faster? I am. So this should knock out the Tapu Koko. No, it's bulky, but with Air Slash, can I get the knockout? Not very effective. Will it flinch? It does get a Volt Switch off, but I think that's into my Togekiss. It is. That is fine with me. I think that was not the most ideal turn for my opponent. I'm going to follow me with my Togekiss and eat up the Ice Beam from the Porygon 2. Oh, it's a Landorus here. Very interesting. So I basically have to follow me because I think the Ice Beam will knock out the Latias. However, how many turns of Trick Room are there left? 2 turns. Okay. So what I can do here is recover, and I'll still have a turn of Trick Room to try to get the Ice Beam on the Landorus. Thunderbolt. I do get my recover off. If this is a single target U-turn, probably. Swords Dance. Ooh. Interesting. So, I think Persian's the smartest play here. I just fake out the Landorus. It likely has Protect, which is an interesting thing to think about. I think what I do is I just foul play into the Landorus and Side Shock the Porygon 2 here. I expect Landorus to protect like so much, but if not, I'll still get the... Yes, it does protect. But if so, I'll still get the knockout here, so the fake out... Okay, Ice Beam does come into the Latias slot, but it's not going to do much. No freeze, please. Oh! Shouldn't have said anything. I do get Frozen Solid. That's really unfortunate here. But Persian will get the foul play off here now against the Landorus, and I'm just going to try to recover my Latias. I do go faster than the Landorus here. With a +2, yeah, that'll easily take the knockout. Oh, I'm still frozen, but the Porygon 2 has so little pressure, and it doesn't have the Eviolite anymore, so I really don't have to worry too much. I think there's a max of 3 turns of freeze, is that right? I'm not so sure. Tapu Koko, I think, won't live a foul play here. We'll see. I might double up into my Latias slot, but I'll be able to manage. I'm up Pokemon on him. Please, Internet. Please, Internet. Don't die on me. Persian with a foul play is one of my favorite Pokemon in this Jamie Boyd's team. It punishes a lot of the setup players. And his bulky team, Trick Room... Oh, Tapu Koko lived. Nature's Madness. Onto my Persian? Interesting. And I'm still frozen. That's unfortunate. But I don't think that's the end of me. Unless... Yeah, I don't think Tapu Koko has... Especially now the electricity's gone. I don't think Tapu Koko has a real chance here. Foul play into the Tapu Koko and just get a recover off. Hopefully, I can get one onto my Latias. Match was forfeit. Alright, kudos to my opponent. He just couldn't dig himself out of that hole. It'll be interesting to see if he played it out, but I'll take the win. It's not even going to get us out of the 1300s, unfortunately. That's probably one of the other issues about finding people on the ladder, is that I'm so low that there's just probably very few people who are this low that continue playing the game. Well, we'll just jump on to the next battle here. A lot of time spent trying to find opponents, so probably only get another one. Yeah, 1373. We got Ogre from Italy. Who knows? With a team of Landorus, Zapdos, Tapu Lele, Mega Metagross, Incineroar, and Gastrodon. Well, as we have seen, Persian takes care of Mega Metagross. And do I think he leads Lele? Or do I think he leads one of his Intimidators? Honestly, I think even if it is a Lele, Empoleon is still really good. I have the knockoff, and maybe I want Volcarona in the back. I don't know. Volcarona is so weak to so many of my Pokemon. It's just that Gastrodon. But I think I can play around the Gastrodon. It's likely a special attacker, and my Latias can deal with it pretty well. And the question is, who do I want for my fourth? Tapu Koko can kill the Tapu Lele. We already know. But Empoleon is probably going to be my Z move. So maybe this is a match where I want the Volcarona. But it's hard to justify, because Togekiss can just help me so much. Do I think it's going to bring the Gastrodon? I don't know, not necessarily. So I'm going to bring Togekiss. I don't know if that's right, but it feels like I really want Togekiss when I bring my setup Pokemon in the back. It's hard to bring two setup Pokemon, I think, with the Quiver Dancer and the Calm Minder. I feel like that my team just has to play with the support next to a setup. So Persian and Empoleon. Now, hopefully he brings Mega Metagross here. Yeah, Zapdos and Metagross. Now, I am weak to the electric move from the Zapdos, clearly. But the question is, does he Tailwind? I think even if he does Tailwind, I'm just going to bring in my Latias here. And hopefully Metagross doesn't Protect. I don't know why he would, but it does use Protect. That's fine with me. It's probably setting up Tailwind. Which... oh, it just Thunderbolts. Okay. Well, I'm even happier with that. No paralysis, please? Okay. So, launch a Foul Play, back in the Metagross. If it switches out, I am fine with that, and get a Calm Mind up here. Switches are definitely welcome. Nope, it stays in, and it doesn't Protect, so... it's not Mega, so the calc is definitely on Mega. Well, it could be Mega. No, I'm slower, without a doubt, so it's not Mega. No, or it is, and it just doesn't have speed investment? That's very strange. That's very strange. This might not knock out the Metagross then. It might be bulky. But I do get the Foul Play off. And it still knocks it out. And another Thunderbolt. Into the Persian this time. It's looking bad for my opponent. So much tempo lost. His Mega's down. Let's see what he can do to try to rally back here. You've got to bring a physical attacker, but Incineroar maybe. Incineroar wouldn't be bad. Tapu Lele. Okay. So, at this point, I didn't bring the Tapu Koko. That's true. I don't have a direct answer to the Lele, but my Latias is pretty strong. And I think what I do is I Parting Shot the Lele. Ooh, I am expecting the Z move here. And I can switch into Togekiss, get the Calm Mind up here. I can follow me with the Togekiss next turn and recover. Now, Zapdos might launch the Thunderbolt into that slot, but that's okay. I think I have a better chance of surviving with the Latias that way anyways. Yeah. Wow, that does a lot of damage. Moonblast coming into the Latias slot yet. But I'll easily survive that. No Z move. And it's Life Orb. So, the unfortunate thing is I didn't get in range for my Berry to proc there with my Togekiss, and another Thunderbolt will definitely feint my Togekiss, but the way my opponent's playing, I think I'm just going to protect with the Togekiss and get a recover off here. I'm at 2 Calm Minds, and I'll definitely get this recover off unless he crits. Yeah. My opponent has done nothing but launch Thunderbolts with his Zapdos. No crit, please. So I do get my recover off here. And if I had a Landorus or something to eat this, but I really don't. So question is, do I go for the second Protect, expecting him to Thunderbolt anyways? And Moonblast, I kind of feel like that's honestly the best play here. Yeah, because if I get this off, I can kill the Zapdos with an Ice Beam. It sounds like the worst play, but can I get it? It fails. It's fine. Thunderbolt's definitely coming into my Togekiss slot, because that's just the way my opponent's playing. So I do think I made the right play, considering what my opponent did use, and I'll get an Ice Beam off here into the Zapdos, feinting it, and bring in my Persian here. I don't know if the terrain will go away. Actually, I should probably bring my Empoleon in because, ooh, it lived. Wow, with the special defense boost. Well, in that case, I definitely think I want my Persian here. I'll be faster than the Zapdos. It has not shown any other moves except Thunderbolt. And I honestly just don't want the Lele to die. I mean, if he protects with Zapdos and Moonblast my Latias, that's the ideal play, but for him. But I do get the foul play into my Zapdos, so, or into his Zapdos. And let's see, Moonblast, Lele using Taunt on my Persian. Well, I get a recover off. Taunt into my Latias would have been a much better play in my opinion, but unfortunately for my opponent, I get my recover off. And it is a Landorus. Now, most Landoruses do not run Protect, as we've mentioned before, but if it does carry a Z move, which we haven't seen yet, so it's very capable that it is, it might. But I still think, in spite of all that, the right play here is to fake out, both fake out and, or foul play. Did I say fake out and I tap foul play, right? Okay, just making sure. And Ice Beam the Landorus. If it protects, like, it protects. And if it feints my Persian, like, I don't mind. Wow, that did a lot. And then Moonblast coming out into my Latias slot here. And maybe a Rock Slide from Landorus. It is a slow Landorus, it seems. Slower than the Lele. Superpower into my Persian. Okay. I'll take it. And my Ice Beam will feint the Landorus, and I'll have Empoleon here. We know the item is Life Orb on the Lele, but I can still just knock it off, and yeah, the weirdness disappears here. Not, you know, not the ideal timing, but my Empoleon will be just fine against the Lele. I'm surprised we haven't seen a Z move. I wonder where it is. Yeah, what would do more? I think the knockoff's just a better play here, and it's not super effective though. But it does reduce the threat. I think this is just the right play. Just go aggressive. If he protects, it's fine. Yeah. If it crits, I don't think it kills. Yeah. It would have been close, but it wouldn't have. At least at that roll. and with the knockoff, I get the win. So, good game to my opponent. Ogre from Italy. Yeah, I like the way that ended up working out. I don't think my opponent played it so well, so I don't feel that great. The Zapdos, I'm not sure about Thunderbolting over and over into my Toge slot when the Latias was definitely the bigger threat, but I'll take it. A win's a win. So that's all for today and this week, guys. I think I might get one more battle episode in with this team just because I'm liking it and I don't feel that I've done enough with only 3 videos. I guess this is going to be the trajectory of most of the compositions. I'll try to draft something up for next week and get the Pokemon ready, and then we can see how they fare in the current meta. I do think Empoleon is very well positioned. I like it more than some of the other users. I think Milotic, for example, is something that they're bringing to counter Landorus and Incineroar, but the fact that they're carrying Assault Vests makes it, even with the +2 boost, maybe they calc it that it does get a Scald or a Hydro Pump or a Water MZ or something, can one-shot it like my Empoleon does. But what I like about Empoleon is that it fits the particular niche of the team that I like, which is the Steel typing. I really like having access to that. I don't have a Steel type move, but it does give me access to the ground move that my team was lacking, and gives me a decent matchup against Ferrothorn, Kartana, things like this, that otherwise I was having a little bit harder time with just the Celesteela, with access to Earthquake and Knockoff. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this episode of You Gross, and until next time, I'll see you later.